Hello, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, and this is Cosmic Connections. Our opportunities to, I think I can share that right now. Yay. Our opportunity to get together once a week to take a look at the big sky, the big weather in the sky, and talk about what's happening with you, talk about what's happening in your life, and also what's happening, of course, astrologically. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that our connection is good, and I see someone coming into the room. Hello, Paula and Nancy. Thanks for being here, and good evening. Hi there, Paula. Very faithful watcher. Hi, Susan. Hi, my dear Kathy. And it says you can bring them on camera. I'm not sure how that works. I have to experiment with that. Hi, Mark and Shirley and Kathy. How is everybody? And we're on the eve of Thanksgiving. I remember in the old days, the decades old days. Hello, dear Patricia. This was like one of the biggest nights to go out and party. Those days, with or without COVID, I'm sorry, are long gone in my life. But I remember this was the reunion time when people would come home from college and the bars would be packed and music. And, well, I experienced that 30 years ago, and that's okay, right? You know, it's all things come to an end, like I said. But we can do our own party here tonight. We can come together in the spirit of Thanksgiving, in the spirit of gratefulness. And I know a lot of you are here. I know we missed church too, Shirley, and we will be doing, when's our next church? It's the last Sunday. Wait a minute, it's this Sunday, isn't it? All right. Oh, Lucy. Whoa, that's terrible. All right, so for Luciana, what we're going to do, okay, yes, Susan's stressed. Let's share with everybody right now, please. This is what we're here for. It's this Sunday we'll be doing church, okay? All right. Number one. Number two, let's go back to our friend Luciana. Luciana, that's a very big thing, and I will be able to help you, but probably not until tomorrow, because I will be fresh. And if anyone in the room wants to give Luciana some suggestions where her sister can find her wedding ring, all right? And I'll be happy to help you tomorrow sometime, Luciana. Please private message me and we can figure that out. Okay, you can do a little read if you like. Michael, hello, thanks for being here. And Susan, everyone, we're gonna put our big prayers onto Susan, absolutely. And we're gonna all do a lot of praying this Sunday during our Divine Grace Fellowship. Listen, friends, I want to emphasize that you can't make this astrology up. Everyone's feeling that stress. We're not just on the eve of Thanksgiving, but we're on the eve of the big lunar eclipse, which takes place on Monday. And there's a lot of it's more than dissatisfaction, but of course I'm coming to you from Buffalo, and Buffalo's made the international news with what's going on. We want to talk about what's going on here in Buffalo with regards specifically to Robbie De Niro and his saga regarding businesses closing and so forth. We're going to talk about that in a minute. We're also going to talk about, of course, the full moon lunar eclipse. And I also want to emphasize to you, I know we have a lot of astrological fans in the room. I have told you about, I want to tell you with a lot of emphasis, please, if you are at all interested, and even if you know that much of astrology, you don't have to be an astrologer to take part in the Brave New World online conference. It is happening this weekend, friends, and it is going to be spectacular because astrologers from literally across the country, across the nation, across the planet, all sorts of astrological techniques will be sharing with you what to expect for 2021. So I highly recommend you making that commitment for Brave New World. It starts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, The times are different. Some of the times are going to be Eastern Standard Time, sometimes UK time, sometimes Pacific Coast time, to accommodate all these fantastic astrologers from around the globe. But here's the rub. You don't have to sit in front of your computer for 19 hours. You will have access to all of the videos. And you can learn as you want, as you go. You can be there live, or you can be there, anytime you want, to replay the videos and the potpourri of amazing, I'm talking amazing astrologers. Probably the combined, 19 hours times, I've been doing astrology for about, you don't want to know how long I've been doing astrology. Ugh, that would make me much older than I really am. In your minds. I mean, I know how old I am, but we're talking, say, roughly 20 times, someone give me the 20 times 40. 20 times 40 is what? A lot. So that's the combined knowledge that you'll be tapping into. Brave New World, it's on my Facebook page. A lot of you have gotten the downloads to register. Think about it. Think about registering for Brave New World. Again, you don't have to be sitting in front of your computer. You'll have access to all of the videos. And it's amazing because there's so much information to be shared with you. For example, we are on the eve of Thanksgiving. We're also on the eve of the full moon lunar eclipse on Monday. Now, in astrology, eclipses, my friends, are like doorways. And they act like Uranus. They have an unexpected quality about them. And the nodes in 2020 have been in the signs of, you've heard me say this a million times, Gemini and Sagittarius. Gemini ferrets out the facts and the data. Sagittarius tries to figure out what's truth. But isn't truth always dependent upon the facts at hand? That's obviously a truism. The last time the country was feeling, collectively, this much tension was back in June when we had the last lunar eclipse in these respective signs. On June 5th, you might recall, we were exploding in this country regarding the protests regarding George Floyd's death, his murder, essentially. And now it seems that many people are exploding with passion regarding, in many cases, the deaths, of course, relative to COVID, but also how is the economy faring. And so I want to share with you, if you are not in the area, some of the news regarding one Robbie De Niro. So last Friday, it went very viral, the video. He was having a meeting at his business, Athletes Unleashed, in Orchard Park. And knock on the door, we have police officers and the Department of Health person coming in and citing him for, not a warrant, but for his obstruction of the, I'm going to give you the right wordage, the executive order. He was in violation of the executive order in New York State of holding meetings with more than 10 people. Executive Order 202.68. Well, Robbie and his staff literally shepherded the law enforcement and the Department of Health woman off the premises and said, you don't have a warrant, this is private property, you have to leave. Subsequently, he was fined $15,000 for this violation. He has until the 19th of December to pay this. And now this has created a firestorm in Western New York amongst the people who are supporting, maybe not him per se, but pushing back against this $15,000 fine is Joe Larigo. He's an Erie County legislator. He's saying, wait a minute, we've had people not comply with the executive orders, and they have been fined maybe upwards of $500 all across the county. The total amount, according to Mr. Larigo, has been only $15,000 collectively. So we're slapping this large fine onto Mr. De Niro. And so Mr. De Niro subsequently said, listen, everybody, if you have a business and I'm not putting words into his mouth, but he's basically calling for businesses to stay open on Monday. And I'm rolling my eyes and saying, I don't think he knows astrology, but of course, the full moon lunar eclipse is stirring up our emotions. But here's the catch, friends, whether it be collectively in an issue like this in Western New York, which actually is a tip of the iceberg across the globe about what is the overreach and the role of government in the private domain. And this particular situation, as with any situation during this particular year, is marked with a lot of confusion, a lot of emotion, and I will direct your attention, you astrologers out there, to the fact that the nodes, lunar nodes, which rules our emotions collectively, are actually being squared by Neptune. Now, Neptune is the planet which also can mean, like everything in astrology, a duality. Neptune can mean the idea of compassion and oneness, and also confusion and irresponsibility. So while we are navigating our own personal lives, we may be feeling, like I've said before, almost a collective cognitive dissonance. For example, I've just positioned 3 things, pro and con, for the situation with Mr. De Niro. Con, it would seem that regarding his gym, it would seem common sense that a gym might have more of a difficulty in containing its sanitation. That's like common sense. People sweat, right? Although he had all the placements and all the protocol in effect, as is any gym has. I know I go to a gym and it's now closed. That's common sense, you would think. But in reaction to that, the pro is, where's the data? I know in WBEN, Joe Beamer was asking the county executive and other dignitaries today, show us the data regarding cases originating from gyms. I think anyone would be more accepting of anything if we have hardcore data. And so we're all kind of swimming in this presumption without the actual data. So that is the disconnect being reflected by the astrology. Common sense would seem that gyms, or where you're working closely with someone doing their nails or doing their hair, even though they're doing the precautions, might create more of an outbreak. But the data doesn't support that because maybe we don't have the data now. And then, of course, you put that into contrast with all the other places, the big box stores, which are open, but the local businesses are suffering. So there's a lot of suffering, again, reflected by the astrology. You've heard me speak about the big Capricorn lineup. So right now, this week, we have, I'm looking at my charts, Saturn, which means restriction, next to Pallas Athena, which is the planet which represents advocacy and career, kind of having a chokehold on Athena right now. And then we have Pluto and Jupiter next to these planets, but they're moving apart. We are all living with this additional stress, and it's like, when's the other shoe going to drop? Big other dates coming up, not just Monday, but the date of December 14th. Mark that on your calendar. That's the new moon solar eclipse. And then, of course, the big one, which is on winter solstice, which is the combination of Jupiter and Saturn together in 0-point Aquarius, which is launching a new 20-year cycle altogether, friends. All of this, by the way, was going to be covered during the Brave New World Conference. I'm going to put my plug in for my friends in Australia and literally around the world. I'm getting out of breath. So much to cover yet. Okay, so you could also say that any person in Erie County should listen to what the mandates of the executive orders are. I mean, just kind of put up and shut up, right? The executive order comes down, but then pro is, aren't we about questioning authority in this country? you're an American. If you grew up with the archetypal energy of the rule of law, if you have a dispute, you take it to the lawyers. And in fact, that's depicted by our chart. We have Saturn in Libra, which is the sign of fairness, squaring the sun at 13 degrees of Cancer. So those of you who are astrologers, you get this really quickly, but a square, and I'm going to talk about the square relative to our lunar eclipse on Monday, which is going to be affecting all of us. A square is not necessarily a bad thing at all. A square creates a tension and a sense of focus so that a new foundation can be provided, can occur. So in this country, those smart little Masons, well, they weren't that little and they weren't all Masons. A lot of them were Freemasons. The founding fathers, they knew astrology. They created this inner tension within the country so that we would have to comply and regulate and question authority and question the law. That's what it is to be an American, actually, right? I mean, we're a little bit of the rebel North Node at 7 degrees of Leo types of folks. So as I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this always through the lens of astrology. I think Monday's going to be a big day for Mr. De Niro. He's calling, again, a lot of small businesses to remain open. You all have your own opinions about that, but weigh the pros and cons. I think the real pro for him is what Mr. Larigo said. That in Erie County, the maximum fine to date has been $800, and he's been slammed with $15,000. And that seems a tad bit excessive, in my humble opinion, which is never, ever humble. Any case, squares can be very good, even though if you're learning astrology for the first time and say, what's a square? That sounds like it's horrible. There's too much tension. But a square actually creates a new foundation, and it really is a very creative aspect. And so we are experiencing that, all of us, that inner tension. What to do with that tension? Well, that's why we go to Neptune, the prayerful planet, the planet of meditation, the planet of taking nice baths. You know, here's a mini thing I had taught my students when I was heading up the Trocare massage program. Soak your feet in Epsom salts. Just do it. Put a little, aromatherapy in there, and that will actually kind of draw things out. I actually have a good friend who does foot baths. I'm not sure she's in the room today. I'm going to give a plug to my friend Maria, but she actually does these foot baths. So you want to spend time in the next week doing something with water and something specifically with your feet. I mean, I know I'm very lucky because I'm an essential massage therapist, right? We're still in Orange in Western New York, but I do medical massage. But you don't have to run off to me or another essential massage therapist to do your own massage, but use the water element during this week to kind of quell and calm. After Thanksgiving, don't take a nap, take a soak, I guess. All right, I want to say hello to everybody. Susan, a call for prayers for Susan K. And welcome, Terry, for being here. Hi, Marianne. So excited to see you too, Jody. Hello all. Hi, Nora. Hi, Miss Debbie. Hi, Dawn. Welcome, Joanne and Marissa. And Friendsgiving, yes, being very, very, very thankful for our friends, Patricia. Luciana, again, is anyone getting a psychic connection with Luciana where her sister's wedding ring might be? Please share. And Luciana, I will private message you after I'm more just totally in my right brain. Right now I'm kind of doing left brain stuff, so it's not as easy for me to access psychic material until we get to the psychic part. Hey, Joanne. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for being here. I know, it's exhausting, isn't it, Marianne? It truly is. I've been sleeping more. I noticed the other morning it was hard for me to get out of bed, and I thought, aha, that's a sign of depression. So we have to fight back from depression, friends. It's collective. It's weary. It's awesome that we're all experiencing this. But when we connect with others, that can help. Right, Meredith? Thank you for being here, honey. Hi, Holly. Hi, Robin. Renee, good evening. Happy to see you too, Renee. I'll be setting out our videos tonight, by the way, for our class. I've been a little behind the 8 ball. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Felix. Hi, Lindell from Carmel. How is it out there? Yes. Yes. Thank you, Patricia. Today is the last day to register for that beautiful Brave New World. Thank you. Remind. Thought we had another day, but please register, friends. You're not going to regret it at all. You're going to have some special gifts. If you do register, I'm going to give you a special gift certificate. Deborah, hi there. Hi, Paula. Rebecca. I know it's a lot of math. Hi, Mary, Dawn, Alicia. Good evening, Ann and Stephen and Shirley. Oh, wow. Hi, Shirley. That's funny. Meredith is saying she gives him a lot of credit for taking a stand. A couple words about Robbie De Niro. He's not just your average gym owner. I did a little research on him. According to his website, 14 years in the Marine Corps, 2 combat action ribbons, a Bronze Star. He has his own company called Unleashed Academy. Again, I mentioned Trocaire College a few moments ago, but he was doing workshops with Trocaire students about mentoring and leadership abilities. This is not a lightweight guy. He's a Marine, and I give him a lot of credit too. I would love to get his birthday. I'm going to try to find his birthday and see, maybe sooner or later I'm going to do some sort of interviewing things with any one of you who wants to come on, but I haven't quite perfected that. It would be really interesting to see what his chart is. Thank you, Michael. Michael, I know, now the next time you bump into me, you're going to have to memorize these glasses too. Michael and I got to meet somewhere recently, and of course we're all masked up, and he recognized my glasses, and he knew it was me. Isn't that funny? Hi, Rachel. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Dion. Yes, of course, he's a vet. Right, absolutely, Debbie. No lightweight. He's a vet, 12 years in the Marine Corps. Hey, Barb. Hi, Rhonda. Thank you for being here. Okay. Oh, okay. Robbie's an ex-Marine, yes. The Ring. Hey, Barb. Oh, fantastic, Joan. Thanks for registering. Register. Joan, you're going to love it. Brave New World. No coincidence we're having that conference called that, right? Brave New World. Oh, my goodness. We're going to have a book club. 1984, Brave New World. You know, I don't know, friends. Didn't quite think well, that's for another webcast, okay? We all have to be strong. We all have to be aware. We all have to learn our astrology. Okay. No, oh, sweetheart. Dawn, that's not unusual at all. So we're all going to be sending prayers for Dawn's ex-spouse as she is going through her transition. So just think very, very kindly for this person. You know, prayers work. Sometimes prayers work. Here's the research. There was a huge prayer study. Boy, here I am speaking off the cuff here. I taught a class at Damon College on prayer, and there was a huge prayer study involving 10,000 people, and they found that very often prayer works more effectively when you are praying for people you don't even know. So there's a lot to be said. The Divine Grace Fellowship page, please, when we put prayers up, especially for people we don't know, they work strongly. And, you know, science, we love science, hasn't come up with an absolute reason for that. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Yes, Nancy. And he's got one heck of a beard, doesn't he? Oh, my gosh. Yes, you're welcome, John. It's not weird at all. I'm very good friends with my ex. I'll leave it at that. Okay, I'm very lucky that way. We had the worst divorce on record. In fact, if you look up our divorce online, you have to pay for it. But we made law we made actual law because we're going at it so bad. So that's why I'm always in the belief, because I've lived it, of transformation with difficult relationships, right? Please always remember that too. People can transform and evolve and grow. Yes. All right. I blame the sleeping in on the cuddly kitty. Mary, you're right. I had a cuddly dog. When my daughter goes off to work, you guys know me, I stay up late. I get to then adopt our shared child, Honey, and he cuddles with me. And then who wants to move when you have a dog cuddling right into the small of your back? Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, nice to see you guys, Sue and Brenda. Oh, please share. I always ask you guys to share, because when you share, your name goes in the basket. And we'll be doing some, what are those things called? We'll be doing some drawings shortly. So let's talk more about this magnificently stressful lunar eclipse that mirrors the one that we had on June 4th, when the country was in flames over protests. It's the same. We're going to do a book club, Murdy. We are going to do a book club, okay? We're going to make it on Zoom so we can talk to each other. I feel very awkward just talking at you guys, and I'm just reading your comments. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Lots of cool things in the new year. I'm glad that Joan registered for Brave New World, and now she loses her train of thought. What was I talking about? We're going to talk about this magnificent, stressful lunar eclipse that takes place, I think it's at 4:10 Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time, on Monday. Okay, so why is it stressful? It's stressful because it's in signs that represent thinking and coming to conclusions. Gemini rules the mind, it rules the nervous system. And Sagittarius rules, among other things, the hips, but it also rules tomorrow, hope. So my friends, I want you to think about Thanksgiving is not just being whatever it is for you and whatever it is in our culture, but think of it as the holiday of hope. That there's always hope for reconciliation, there's always hope for a better tomorrow. That's the message of Sagittarius. So a full moon eclipse means these two energies are at it. They're opposite to each other. And so sometimes we are feeling that opposition, that fight back. And then you have Neptune in the fray, and Neptune is this elusive little fairy goddess who's putting film and smoke and fantasy and kind of clouding up the atmosphere. So it's hard to make a decision about anything, right? So when in doubt, do nothing. When in doubt, pray, meditate, and soak your feet. That's my suggestion. Soak your feet. Why your feet? Because Neptune in Pisces rules the feet. You have to all get grounded. All right. Some other great comments here. Pets are divine, John. You know, the word dog is backwards, right? I like to play with words, right? God, dog. I've always had dogs. I've always had cats. Took one of my elderly cats to the vet today, and the vet pronounced her old. But she's healthy. She's hanging in, or he's hanging in. I always do that. He's hanging in. Donna, nice to see you, sweetie. Hi, Marie. Hi, Marianne. Your chocolate labs. Oh, hi, chocolate lab. Oh, the silliness in me wants to start barking and see if he responds. Did you ever try to talk to a dog with Zoom and then they ignore you because they don't know what they're really hearing? Anyway, yeah, we Gemini are mind people, absolutely. Okay, Marilyn, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Leslie. Share. Sending big Thanksgiving blessings to everybody. Absolutely. We're going to do a little meditation to ground ourselves. You're soaking your, okay, especially the neck and shoulders. Here's a little secret, Rhonda. In my massage studio, I have, it's called a hot cubby, and I put my stones in there, and I put my towels in there. But if anyone has a microwave, put your microwave, a warm towel, just moisten the towel, put it around your neck, and then take it off, and you'll have, it's called an inflammatory reaction, and then the blood flow kind of pumps right through the veins and the arteries, and you feel relief. Hot cold therapy. Right, Rachel? Speaking of Rachel and massage therapy, we go way back, don't we, Rachel M? Nice to see you, my dear. Okay. Yes, that's your plan, Marianne. Get those. You can get those little tubs at the Dollar General. I have a little bit of antipathy against using my, soup pots to soak my feet, but that's just me. Thank you for sharing, Sherry. Thank you very much. Okay, you're welcome, Leslie. I'm just full of tips, let me tell you. Just tip. Okay, so we talked about Robbie, 14 years a Marine, an amazing person who stands up to the governor. And we did the pros and cons. And he is actually attracting a lot of support throughout Erie County. There's a GoFundMe page for him. And I think he speaks for a lot of people. He's also speaking for Pallas Athena conjunct Saturn. So we're feeling restrictions and we're getting fired up with this conjunction in the sky to protect our business life. Just like in June 5th, we got very fired up to protect the rights, equal rights racially. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on, is being cleansed in this country. The country, remember, is thank you, Jody, is a Sagittarius rising, liberty, freedom, truth, bombastic qualities. And then the Gemini part is what we call the area of partner, and sometimes is also known as open enemies. Alrighty. What else do we want to talk about? Oh, there's something very important here. And here it goes. Let's talk about that magic day. And I had some notes on it. Okay, I'll just have to rely on my memory, which is still pretty intact. All right. The moon is at 8 degrees of Gemini on Monday. And the Sabian symbol for this moon is a quiver full of arrows. A quiver full of arrows. So wherever you have 8 degrees of Gemini, it's almost as if you are prepared with your at arms, your ability to defend yourself, arrows, but it's in the quiver, it's in the sack. It's not, taking the arrows out and about to take aim. So for all of us, we are preparing to defend ourselves. Now, okay, we have a story called Robbie Denario, but we all have our own personal dramas and stresses in our lives. And this particular full moon eclipse, like all eclipses, is about getting the facts straight, getting the information straight, and getting into dialogue, even as Neptune is kind of clouding things around, all right? So I wanted to mention that on that day. We also have Mercury in Scorpio, the great detective, conjunct Juno, which is relationships. So perhaps, you're already feeling it now. I know I'm feeling it. Who is our best buddies? Who is our BFFs? Who are our significant others? And we're thinking about them. We're sending thoughts of love and cheer and support. And the reality is, for the majority of us, we're not able to be with all the people we love. There are a lot of people out there who are even in this room right now who I'd love to see, and I can't. And we can't. And that's okay. We have to keep people safe. We have to get through this. But the full moon is going to enlighten us on the ways that we can use specific tools to defend what's most important for us. All right, so just remember that. The eclipses, full moon lunar eclipses, are about illumination, about receiving information that you hadn't considered. And these are the areas in which we are going to talk about. And here it goes. If you are an Aries, this information is going to be illuminating regarding your friends. Aries or Aries rising. On Monday, you're going to get more information about your friendships, about your best peeps. You're going to receive information about what really matters to you in an intimate friendship circle. If you're Taurus, this is a great week to celebrate your intuition. I know we have a lot of Tauruses in the room, or Taurus rising. So the illumination of the 8 degrees Gemini is asking you to trust your instincts, talk to spirit, meditate, pray, talk to the God of your understanding. All eyes are on the Geminis, right? Gemini or Gemini rising. You're going to be feeling all kind of wired up and receiving a lot of very good information about yourself, about your own skill set and your qualities, and the illumination is going to help you believe in yourself more, Gemini, right? You might not be going with the crowd. You know, Gemini is a great, clever investigator. They ask the questions. So that one's for you, Gemini, with this full moon eclipse. If you are Cancer, this is all about your emotions regarding finances, and you're going to be looking at ways to take apart what's your priority and how you can strengthen your own personal reaction to finances, and maybe make more money, manage your money differently. For Leo or Leo rising, this is about you taking the time and the energy to do whatever you can to watch your words, market yourself, perhaps write that book, or at least take care of the bills. Go through paperwork, all right? If you are Virgo or Virgo rising, it's a time for you, Virgos, to spend time within your home, beautify it, connect with people you haven't spoken with, perhaps, within your family. It's a time to buckle down, hunker down in the next week to connect with your own inner foundations and to be with the people that you love, that you're also related to. Libra or Libra rising, it's about having some fun, right? It's about having fun. It's about having some relaxation, connecting with the muse within, being a little bit frivolous, finding a hobby or a pastime that gives you joy in this upcoming week. For Scorpio, it's all about taking care of your health, taking care of the way you are monitoring your diet, your exercise routine, in any way you can do it. So that is what we're going to suggest for our Scorpio friends. For Sagittarius, it's all about your partners. You're going to be getting a lot more information, illuminating information about who is your best peeps and how you can become closer in the relationships with the people you care about most of all. So there's a stewardship that goes on with this illumination on Monday for you Sages. Capricorn, it's time for you to do everything you can to set your intention and your inner power and creating more internal peace using psychological or spiritual tools. That's what's going to be illuminated for you next week. For the Aquarius, you're going to be spending time really identifying what you believe in, whether that be from a spiritual point of view, a political point of view, a philosophical point of view. The illumination is going to put a spotlight on how you think, how you speak, and how you can connect with others and be very brave in the way you are communicating. All right. Thank you for that, Lucy. Lucy is asking for some help with her sister's ring. We have a lot of psychics and mediums in the room, and I'm sure people will reach out to you, as I will reach out to you as well, Miss Luciana. All right, so then we've got our Pisces friends. It's all about your career. It's about you setting the boundaries up and feeling more secure with how you are in the outer world as a leader, Pisces. And you'll be illuminated and maybe asked to do more than your share at your career. Or if you are looking, Pisces, to do your own thing, you might be illuminated or inspired how that would look like, all right? How that would look like for you. Alrighty, so we'll do a little bit of a sharing is caring. So thank you. Please share if you're new to our group. Please share to your pages, and then your name is in the basket to win prizes on Wednesday nights. So close your eyes, guys, and I'm going to pick someone here. Okay. And our winner for this evening is Rachel Lee. I think you're in the room, sweetie. Rachel Lee, all the way from, I think, New Hampshire. Rachel, are you still with us, honey? I think you are. Okay. All right. Well, Rachel, I have your email. I have you as a friend. And by the way, friends, if you are new to this, please, if you like what you see, like my Facebook page. I appreciate that. Rachel's the winner for that. And before we go into the spiritual part of mediumship, let's do a quick, I don't want to say like quick, like it's not important. Let's do a deep, maybe quick meditation, friends, that will help me work and may help you too. So I ask you to get comfortable wherever you are and close your eyes and do some nice deep breaths. Inhale deeply, exhale completely. Inhale deeply the third time, and as you exhale out any physical discomfort. Inhale, exhale. The third deep breath, as you breathe in, hold the breath to your comfort level. Hold, and exhale completely. Exhale out any emotional or spiritual discomfort. Exhale out any of the difficulties that are going on that are affecting all of us in the great room, in our communities, in our countries, in our families. Inhale and exhale. Relax the feet, the knees. Relax the lower back, upper back. Relax the head and neck, eyes and ears and nose. Bring down the golden white light. Golden white light down the top of your head, through your crown chakra. Invoke the silver white light from Mother Earth. And she comes up. So the silver light and the golden light are now meeting around your chest area, protecting and cleansing the lungs and the heart. And know that every moment that we live, we are exchanging the positive and exhaling and expunging the negative. Every breath we take, every beat of our hearts, keep us alive and healthy and well. In this moment, ask for a single thing you are most thankful for in this moment. Be anything or anyone. If you are thankful for a person who's either here in the living or here in spirit, picture that person. See the person's eyes meet yours and tell them how thankful you are that they've been in your life. If not for a moment, or for a lifetime. And next, friends, I invite you, if you wish, to invoke something difficult in your life that turned out to be a blessing. We all have them. Just pick one. Pick one difficulty, one challenge, one insurmountable issue or problem that turned out to be the best thing that ever was in your life. Inhale, exhale, relax, release, and let go, and come back into the room. And know that in this moment, all is well. In this moment, all is well. Michelle, thanks for being here. Hi, Jennifer, thanks for being here. Rosalie, thanks for being here. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Terry. Hi, Todd. Hi, Felix. I think I said hi to everybody, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Lorianne. Okay. More deep dreams. Sean, hi. Thanks for being here. Okay. Hi, Melissa. Emilia Ron. All right. Good. Hi, Wendy. I thank you all for being here. I'm going to do now some mediumistic readings, and I know everyone would like to have one, and I apologize. I think the only fair way to do that is to do what we usually do, which is just randomly select, and I will remind you that I will be doing more mediumship during Divine Grace Fellowship Church service, which will be on Sunday at noon. That's Eastern Standard Time. And also a reminder that Brave New World Conference, last day to register, you receive all the videos. So if you want to sign up and come to class on Friday and Saturday, I'll be presenting, I think, at noon on Saturday, talking about a lot of what I talked about tonight, about the eclipses. Some amazing astrologers from around the world. I want to give a big shout out for this wonderful conference. All right, so I'm going to say my prayer, and trust Spirit will guide me to the right person to work with. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light and truth, inspiration and healing for the highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. All right. Dawn, my finger stopped with you. That's Dawn McDonald. May I come to you? Dawn McDonald. I don't think I know you personally, Dawn. I may. Dawn McDonald. You're very welcome for meditation, Sherry. Hi, Joy. Thanks for being here. You're never late, Rose. You get here when you can. That's always good. Okay, Miss McDonald, Dawn. Are you there, dear? I like to see your name when I work with you and do this type of work. So, hi, Joy. I know some of you are probably watching me and doing your turkey stuffing at the same time, so you might be, cross purposes, but all right, Dawn, hopefully you're still in the room, you'll come back. I'm going to pick another person here. Okay. Debbie Jocko. Hello, may I come to you, Debbie? Debbie. Debbie. Are you still there? Never know. Star Trek Marathon. Is that what you're going to be watching tonight? Oh, cool, Rose. You had dinner with Bev. That's awesome. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, Shirley. It was Dawn McDonald. Dawn? So maybe this isn't the best way to do it. Maybe I should just do basket stuff. I'm not sure how I should do this. I think I might do it that way because I don't like to tie you guys up for a whole hour on Wednesday, but because namaste to you, Joy. We're going to do another person. Make sure you're in the room. Okay. This is weird. Okay. Shirley Collins. I think you're still with us. Shirley Collins. Are you still with us, darling? Shirley Collins. Oh no, Rhonda, you broke your sink. Shirley. Are you still with us? Shirley. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do for next week. I don't want you all to... Shirley, honey, are you there? All right. What I'll do, I know what I'll do to make this fair. I'm going to, watch this. I'm going to do, there's always a way, right? A solution to every problem. That's terrible. Okay, I'm glad you're going to be there, sweetie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Debbie, you're there. Okay, great. Debbie, I'd like to come to you. All right, sweetie. God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing. Amen. So, Debbie, the first image I'm getting for you is that of the third eye. All right, and it's almost as if I'm feeling like you're peeling away, and it's almost raw. It's almost like the third eye. It's like if our normal eyes sometimes can get red, right? We put our eye drops on. It's almost like the third eye is red with not saying overuse, and I'm not saying this literally. I'm just giving you what I'm picking up, Deb. And so it's almost as if Spirit is saying you want to put a bit of a veil or a container on the third eye, on your intuitive psychic centers, so that you can take a break, you can take a breather. And as I'm saying that, this is a very good technique for all of us, by the way, somewhere I picked up at one of my classes, who knows where, because I can't give people credit for it. But sometimes when we're meditating, to actually imagine our breath coming in and out of our third eye, which is the Vedic symbol of intuition, you know, right in between our eyes, it's a very powerful center. So Debbie, Spirit is suggesting that you might do that. You might put a visualization on your third eye just to close down throughout the day when you're not open to spirit messages, because sometimes it's getting raw. It's because you're so intuitive, and they're showing me that image for you. So, okay. The other thing that I'm getting specific to you is you as a child skipping rope, skipping rope, skipping rope, skipping rope. And it's almost as if repetition is very, very good also for your spiritual, but a movement meditation. I think you already do that, but to incorporate a physical moving meditation with your spiritual work. And I'm also getting a real call to the Southwest for you at some point, whether it be within the next 12 months. I'm getting the word Southwest. There might be a journey, an opportunity to study there, perhaps an opportunity to learn there. And I'm also getting, I'm getting a lot of colors for you, Debbie, especially pink around the abdomen. Maybe that you've been doing some active healing on the reproductive, oh, I said reproductive. I meant to say digestive tract. I'm also getting with you a very beautiful, and it would be almost, it's a very knowledgeable guide. I hesitate to say angel, but there's a female presence with you, but this is coming in from ancestry, so this is not someone you had known. But if you could dig a little bit in your history, she passed away young, maybe only around 40 years of age, but she had a very deep affinity to, I believe it was the Torah. It was almost like doing this private study. I'm going back 2 generations, Deb, and it's, you know, in your history. But she was a young woman when she passed, not from the Holocaust, but from other things related to the arena, like some contagious disease or something like this. But she was young, she was lovely, but she was a scholar, and perhaps you can identify this through your parents. I get back 2 generations, so I'm talking about maybe 2.5 generations. She may have been born in the 19th century, but she seems to be with you and encouraging you with your studies and your ability to compartmentalize knowledge into little mega bits, little mega factoids. And she's very proud of the way that you have been discerning. But she's also encouraging you to do this veil shutdown, because otherwise you feel some tingling in your fingers when you work, and it gets too much. So just kind of shutting down, like putting a balm, a beautiful balm, like maybe some aromatherapy and oil on your third eye. I'm not sure why I'm saying this. I'm giving that to you, Deb, and I hope that makes sense for you. So thanks for being here, my dear Debbie. Charlene, so nice to see you. I hope all is well. I hope you're enjoying the gorgeous stars where you live. Michelle, thanks for being here. Okay. And Debbie is here. All right. I'm going to do it one more person here. All right. Okay. And Paula Churchill, may I come to you, sweetie? Are you still in the room? Paula Churchill. Paula. You're welcome, Deb. Paula, are you there? Coming once, going twice. Oh, you're very welcome, Rhonda. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Charlene, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We can devise and do new traditions this year. And I know my beautiful friend Patricia and I did a healing class. It's been 2 weeks now. Oh, good, Paula. I'll be able to tap into you in a moment. And one of the things we suggested to people, I'm so grateful to you, Joy, as well. I'm glad you're here, is that it's easy to grouse about what we don't have in this particular year, but to recreate and remember Thanksgivings past when we had the joy and we had all of our loved ones and whatever, beautiful Thanksgivings from the past, but to create something beautiful for each of ourselves during this time. And literally to be grateful that we're alive, and that we're alive in a country that has a Saturn square sun, that we are able to criticize authority and think for ourselves, and to be grateful for the blessings of just being alive during this particular time in human history when people are coming together, partially because of this amazing technology. I'll wax more poetic, I hope, on Sunday service, 12 noon, on this page. So please join me. Please join me. Okay. And Charlene, we're going to put your prayers on the Divine Grace Fellowship. And please be with us on Sunday. We can do some healings as well. Okay. We are also blessed to have a connection here on Wednesday nights. So if you don't mind, Shar, I'll put you on the Facebook healing page. And anyone can do that, by the way. Dear God, please allow me to serve Paula. Please allow my words be filled with love and light and truth and inspiration and healing for our highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. Paula, I'm seeing someone from Spirit. He's a gentleman. He's walking very erect. He probably was in the military or at least wore a uniform. And Paula, he's got this amazing way about him and what he would do when he was alive. And I'm going back, I think, 2 generations. He had, kind of that old-fashioned, probably we call the kind of macho man, all right, that, children should be seen but not heard, and we have to do things right. He's a man of integrity, a man of fortitude, and a man of great spirit, both spiritually and also religious-wise. Okay, good. Thank you, Paula. I'm connecting with your dad. He's coming in here with this fierceness for you and reminding you he was in the Army because he was wearing his uniform. Thank you for that confirmation, Paula. He's coming with this fierceness that even when you are feeling lousy, you pick yourself up by the bootstraps, my dear daughter, Paula, and continue on, carry on. That life is hard, but we're harder. He's basically saying that life and the circumstances can be challenging, but we have to live up to it and approach every circumstance with this fire in the belly. He was a pretty amazing guy, and he would never say never. And that's his message to you tonight, Paula. Never say never. You have some plans, you have some desires and goals, which have been sidelined, especially this past, not just COVID, the past 2 years, but you are still wanting to initiate these dreams of yours, and so give them more time to hibernate and percolate. That's what he's telling me to tell you, to, all good. He's showing me a soup, a big soup, what are those called? Tureens or something? The soup thing simmering on the stove. And he's saying good things take time to simmer. He also liked stew, and he liked soup, and he liked chili. He was a very, easy man to please in terms of food, very kind of old-fashioned mashed potatoes, and he loved Thanksgiving. love Thanksgiving, and he says don't don't fuss about who's not able to be there at the table tomorrow. There's a gentleman, it might be a son or a boy or someone, a male, who can't join the family. He's saying just send him wishes and make a phone call or whatever. It's all going to be better as we move forward. Your father's also saying something about I don't know if he did carvings, but I'm seeing some carvings or some woodworking. There's something special in your home that reminds you of your dad, a piece of furniture that maybe he even worked on, but it has some carvings on it. So I want to leave that with you, Paula. Maybe he's talking about just carving the turkey. No, he's showing me something physical. It's wood, it's beautiful, and he's saying this to you to bloom in your own garden is the message he has for you. Whatever the garden is, bloom where you land, and be patient and allow your dreams to keep on simmering, because they'll be able to come out sooner than you think. So that's the message for your dad, my dear Paula, and I want to thank you for all you do. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so that's why he's not at the table. God bless you, Paula. You like those military men. Beautiful. All right. A dresser that his brother made. Thank you. Okay. Fantastic. I like getting the feedback, and thank you, Debbie, also for giving me the feedback as well. The dresser that his brother made, because I saw that piece of furniture, and it's okay. God bless your partners in the military. We salute him and anyone who's a military family, because we appreciate you. You're very welcome, Paula. Let's place our hands up to the screen, my friends, and give each other a big hug of love and appreciation, and be thankful. Be thankful, be thankful. We are having a shared experience, but there's so much to be thankful for. And I hope to see you on Sunday. And I hope to see you on Saturday for the Brave New World. You still have time to register for that. And I'm grateful to you all, like I said in the Facebook share. Grateful to be able to speak with you. Thankful that we are able to talk about astrology without having people say it's nonsense. You know? Once upon a time, people like us, all of us, would even consider this weirdness. We're thought of as worse than odd, but we're not odd. We're good people. God bless you. We'll see you next week, for sure, here at Cosmic Connections, Wednesday nights. God bless you. Yes, you can, Lucy. I do have, I hope you're a late night person. I have a standing appointment every Wednesday night at 9:30. So if you want to give me a quick ring, through Facebook around 11. That would be okay. Grateful to know you guys. Prayers for Charlene. Prayers for every one of us. God bless you, and have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe indeed. Thank you.